Hello parents and students. My name's Robin Grant, Director of Careers and Student Services. I'd firstly like to discuss learning accounts. The state government stipulates that all students must be registered with the QCAA in Year 10 or in the year before turning 16. Registration with the QCAA automatically opens a learning account and issues a learner unique identifier known as a LUI. This number is for each student, and at Genesis, this is carried out in Term 1. Students transferring into the school after this time are handled in a different manner. This account is used to monitor and show a student's progress towards achieving a QCE. This remains open for 7 years after completing Year 12 for the addition of points if a student has not accumulated sufficient to be awarded a QCE. The Queensland Government introduced laws that stated that a young person is required to complete Year 10 at school and then go on to undertake a further 2 years of education and/or training. The SET plan is a key part of the Queensland Government's education and training reforms, as it helps students, along with parents, to make choices about their future education and/or training. The SET plan maps out how students work towards a Queensland Certificate of Education, an ATAR, a Certificate 2 or 3 vet in school qualification, school-based traineeship or apprenticeship. It will help you to build on your own strengths and work towards viable options for further learning or work. It's designed to help you to structure their learning around their abilities, interests and ambitions. The plan encourages you to think about your future, consider your abilities and investigate your options for careers and further education, laying the foundations for lifelong learning and career development. The SET plan sessions are an individual session with each student and a parent or guardian sitting down with a member of staff to discuss and agree on a plan. Students are provided with a copy of the Year 11 and 12 Subject Selection Handbook, and for those that are interested in VET, a copy of the Genesis VET Handbook. The online expo provides students and parents the opportunity to explore information about the subjects and the level of study that they are prepared to commit to. Students need to identify subjects of interest and note these in the booklet and bring this with them to the SET plan interview in August. A letter will be sent home and you'll have the opportunity to make a suitable booking time for the evening. The dates are on the 25th and 26th of August. Every student works towards achieving a QCE, Queensland Senior Schooling Qualifications. 2 pathways are available for students here at Genesis. There is the ATAR, then there's also the non-ATAR or vocational pathway. Genesis have some Certificate 2 and 3 courses running at school. Many other options exist external to the college, but students will have to be out of school 1 day per week to attend their TAFE or other provider for their schooling. At Genesis, students should only be undertaking VET if they are suited to this type of learning, and it forms a pathway to their chosen career. It's important that we, school, students and parents identify the most suitable pathway for every student, regardless of whether or not it is academic or vocational. Choosing the right pathway is essential for success. If you believe your pathway is university, QTAC have put together the Year 10 guide, which will assist with choosing subjects for Years 11 and 12. It is important that you look at prerequisites for the courses that you are most interested in, as this is the first criteria that you will have to meet when submitting a QTAC application. The second criteria then is meeting the ATAR rank applicable to the university course that you're interested in. Courses that are offered at school cannot be undertaken at TAFE or with another provider unless they are linked to a school-based traineeship or apprenticeship. Courses are undertaken at school and incorporated into the school's timetable. Your certificates at school may involve some out-of-school hours work at either the gym, as in the Certificate 3 in fitness, or there could be practical hours in a hospitality setting for the Certificate 2 in hospitality. Expectations and commitments are high in these courses. They are usually conducted in an adult-type environment that requires maturity from the students present. Students need to be self-motivated and also self-directed learners. Missing one day out of school can be crucial to the success of some school subjects. Missing TAFE or work through absenteeism can contribute to the non-completion of a qualification. And when it comes to block exams at school, these always take precedence over attendance at TAFE or work. The Department of Jobs and Small Business carries out research to identify skill shortages in the Australian labour market. The department publishes the results of its research as individual, occupational and cluster reports for groupings of similar occupations. Some occupational labour markets are assessed at the state and territory level, but for others, only a national assessment is made. So if you're not sure what career direction to take, it may be worthwhile considering these occupations that are currently in high demand. For all information about these areas, I would recommend that you go to the websites shown on the PowerPoint presentation. Also, you should consider the current labour market, and one of the areas just highlighted in the last week is the increased costs associated with some university courses. If you want any further information on this, please see me or contact somebody at the college who may be able to help you. As you start to look at what you might want to do after school, it's helpful to understand where the jobs may be. And now I'd like to introduce Mrs. Nicola Welsh, the Head of Teaching and Learning at Genesis Christian College.